Well, I found out about the internship program through a family friend who was actually looking for work themselves on Suffolk Jobs Direct, and saw it was the kind of thing that I was looking for and pointed it out to me. And I hadn't looked on Suffolk Jobs Direct because I hadn't expected that to be somewhere that Suffolk County Council and its partners would advertise this kind of job. I didn't realise that they were even doing this kind of thing. So it was a very exciting opportunity when I did find it, and I was very keen to apply. While I was working with economic development here at Suffolk County Council on the Ipswich city deal negotiations as a policy researcher, it was my job to support and provide research for all the different proposals that went into that final negotiation. And it was a huge team, and we worked across lots of different organisations, districts and boroughs, Chamber of Commerce, having to fit around very large working groups. It was an incredibly interesting experience, very enjoyable. Well, for me, the application process was very interesting because they actually provided a lot of information about the council and about the process that you wouldn't necessarily find with other programs. They're very keen to make you aware of the council's values and the kind of work that they were involved in. So my advice would be, in going into the application process, to pay attention to all that, to look, because they will make it obvious what they're looking for in you as an applicant. So if you just read between the lines and pay attention to what they send out to you, to what they publish, then you can do very well. Okay, well, on my second day, I had my ID badge and I chose to leave it at home. And I came in, panic, obviously I'm terrified I'm going to be disciplined or something, and I walk in and my manager says, well, that's internship over. And for a moment my heart dropped, and then he smiled and joked and said, no, it's fine, it's okay, we can get you a visitor's pass. So yeah, that was an interesting experience. Well, communication here is key, and I learned a lot about how to communicate, not only with members of my own team, but people outside the council, all kinds of different organisations that we worked with, and also internal communications, producing messages to staff, doing all kinds of crazy things like competitions, newsletters, something I hadn't really had to do a lot of before, certainly not in a very professional context. And by the end I felt quite confident doing that kind of thing, and yeah, it was an amazing experience to be able to do that. Okay, well, I still work here at the County Council as a result of the internship programme on a different project, and that's probably not going to happen to everyone, but it certainly says a lot about how they recognise talent, recognise the value of young people, and put a lot of effort into keeping them on, keeping contact, and fitting them in where they can. Well, before I went into the internship programme, I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do with my career. It was an opportunity to explore what I might want to do, but having done it, this is definitely the kind of area, the kind of organisation that I want to be involved in my career. So basically, what I want now is to find a way to go forward from the internship, to take on that experience, take on the things that I've enjoyed and carry on and be able to forge a career out of that. Well, I would definitely go for it. For me, it was an incredible experience, and I know all the others had an amazing time, not just working, but socializing, interacting with other people. The people here are fantastic, and they will look after you, and they will make the process so easy for you, and you couldn't have a more valuable experience